stream has started, and I'm suspecting that the Twitch issue is still happening. Let me just get my YouTube video link. See if I can get that. Because I think it's set to start a new stream each time. Yeah. But I'm just gonna post that in chat. I guess I can actually, one thing I can try doing is this. Let's see. See if this works. So I think, yeah. So at least that's available as well in case the Twitch thing's not working. The video's working at least on YouTube. But yeah, like I said, that's an indication that the streaming is working from my computer. And from what I can tell from my Restream dashboard, it's also working on Restream. So it seems like this problem's on Twitch, which is a shame. And I'll just have to figure out later what's going on because I don't really have the time. Now this is a team that I thought could work. I don't know if with the damage bonus that I have right now, this is going to be strong enough, but I think it's worth a shot. I am lucky enough to have NP3 of Rider Maid Alter, who is, yeah, of course, Maid Alter is one of the premier burst damage dealers in the game, especially for quick. And I know that at NP2, she outdamages NP5 of servants like Ozymandias. So I figure this NP3 is going to be fairly good. Let's see. So this is a pretty standard tactic. Here we go again, right? Yeah. This is a pretty standard double Scotty tactic. Along with using Liz's double female buff. What were we talking about for NP3? Her. I've never pulled for her, but I did want to get Minamoto no Raiko. And sadly, I only got one copy of Minamoto no Raiko, but 3 copies of Rider Alter, and that's why I'm trying her out here. Let's see, I don't have Skahak on this account, unfortunately, so I can't rely on her like I did on my NA account. Okay, how much damage is that? Alright, so she can one-shot this level. Nice. More gem. So I know I'm gonna get more damage buffs coming up, so I think she can handle... She should be able to handle 2.4 million as once I get the better buffs, I think. Let's see, yeah, I don't have that many apples. Let's see. So, let me switch around some of the servants. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way, and Put Mona Lisa on. I'm gonna have to switch that for a 2-star. Yeah, I think Mona Lisa is the right choice for now. Yeah, that's gonna work. Now I'm gonna record myself a macro to make this a bit easier. Let's see if I can set this up properly.
決めたよ。お前は我が城の影に溶けるしかなかろう。どれにしようかな。
I'm gonna start with that and then
こういうこともできる。
use up her
古
buffs
きルール。
and I'll actually use her buffs.
恋のビートはドラゴンスケール
And I'll switch her out this way. Now, I'm actually not sure about the timing on that. I think the lag could be variable for when Scotty comes in, so it might be good to have more lag. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna be sitting here anyway. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna be one portion of the macro, which is gonna go basically at the start of when the fight loads to all the way to the end of the fight. Regarding Aresh, I think I'll have to calm down because the coming year will have a lot of interesting raid up. And then there's, yeah, QSH, Bradamante, right. Yeah, so I guess if you already have Aresh, right, and if she's waifu, or a type of waifu, somebody you really want, then maybe you don't necessarily want to spend too much to get a second copy of her. I'm not sure if I want to try to really pull hard for QSH, because I hear he trivializes a lot of challenge quests, and that sounds super convenient, but you know, he is a 5-star, and that's tough to pull. Alright, so I'm going to record the other part of the macro now, which is the loading from here and delay.
やっぱり私がナンバーワンね
Okay. So that's going to be part 0 basically. And now I'm going to run this macro that I just recorded and just make sure it works. Yeah, and Bradamante seems really cool, but she is permanent from what I understand. I love her NP though, it looks really nice. Directions Kahawk, so I think I'm okay with Lancer. And your Pravati is still very strong. Yeah, I'm considering using the 4-star ticket to get myself a Parvati on my NA account because I don't have either Parvati or Valkyrie, and I know a quick Lancer AoE can be very useful for Christmas farming this year, and also for farming in general. Yeah, what we all know like about Bradamante, right? Of course, it's her supple personality, her bouncy personality. The kind of personality that I just want to stick my face right into, if you know what I mean. She does seem kind of a fun character actually though. I think I saw a scene of her geeking out about Merlin. She's a big fan of Merlin from what I understand. Alright, so this, how much? 1.45, 1.46. Yeah, with a few more damage buffs, I think she'll have no trouble hitting 2.4 for the next one level. And I think it's better to just go for speed right now. Do these 1-turn rounds. So now, oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot to create the merged macro. So I'm gonna try creating a merged macro.
やっ
Using
ぱり
these
私
two.
がナンバーワンね
Let's merge them. and I'll be able to run it next time. Parvati is far better than Valkyrie, and she's one of the best 4-star servants. Is that right? Yeah, so I know I've had some issues with Valkyrie, like trying to loop with Valkyrie hasn't always been trivial. Because I have Valkyrie on my Korean account. I've been thinking maybe I could NP up Valkyrie on my Korean account, but then again, I think I'd prefer to get a new servant. But yeah, Parvati on my NA account is a pretty strong contender. So you could see the fan arts of Proto Merlin from last time. Yeah, no, I still haven't actually. I haven't bothered looking it up. I guess I've been just kind of distracted and a little busy. Let's see, actually, I think I can look it up now while this macro is running. Right. That's one great thing I love about playing on an emulator. I can just run macro. Parvati doesn't need double Scotty to be very strong. Valkyrie, not sure. Yeah, I know Valkyrie needs the. Well, I mean, nobody needs double Scotty, but I know Valkyrie has some trouble at times. Let's see. Let's use this one. And now it's time to test out the combination macro. Ooh, okay, so Proto Merlin. It's kind of like that, eh? I like it. And yeah, I see the resemblance to some of the characters from Genshin Impact, definitely. So if that came out in FGO regular, and if she was just as powerful as the regular Merlin, that'd be a killer combination. And I imagine there's already plenty of fan art, right? One-san Merlin. Nice. Yeah, but okay, I can totally see that. Yeah, that's basically Merlin, except a cute female version. It's the Merlin aesthetic, Merlin visual design. The white hair, the robes, or the robe. $1.57 mil. Oh, and the voice actress is Ayako Kawasumi. It's the same voice actress as Saber, huh? Artoria. That's kind of funny. Arthur. But yeah, that's pretty cool to see. I know Loli Da Vinci was also in. Wasn't she introduced in Arcade as a playable character anyway? Because I know obviously in FGO regular she was introduced during the Lost Belts after her older self got killed. Spoilers. But I think as a playable character she was introduced in Arcade first. But anyway, that's pretty cool. FGO Arcade though, I mean obviously arcade games not really a thing that's really much of in America anyway. Although I will say, before all this COVID thing happened, I remember I took my cousin who's in college, I remember I drove him out to an arcade around here, which was a lot of fun. But there aren't many arcades around. And certainly none that have FGO Arcade. But I'm not interested in Da Vinci for next anniversary event, by the way. You're not interested in Da Vinci? Wait, so next anniversary event, which one is that? That would be next July? Is that the one you're talking about? Is Loli Da Vinci being released then?
凍てつき砕け散
Oh,
る時ま
I see.
で諦
Yeah,
め
I'm
るこ
not
とは
too
許さんぞ
like dying to get Da Vinci. I guess another NP level on my regular Da Vinci, Caster Da Vinci instead of the lowly Rider Da Vinci, I believe, would be nice. But I'm not that big of a Da Vinci fan, even though I'm a big Maya Sakamoto fan. And so I am very glad I got myself a Da Vinci so that I get more Maya Sakamoto voiced
観念
characters.
しろ奉仕
Because
の時間だ
obviously she, well, maybe not so obviously, but of course she voiced my favorite characters, Ryogi Shiki,
そういうこともできる
and she voiced one of my first ever 5 stars, which was Jeanne d'Arc. I remember way back when I started playing the game, Jeanne d'Arc was either my second or third 5 star. And she was super useful even back then, before she got all the buffs that made her, or the one buff that made her even more useful,
そういうこともできる
even more crazy
古きルー
useful.
ル
Alright, so I just recently got a damage buff on my,
すぐに片付ける
from the ladder just now, so I think, well, Maid Alter is definitely gonna do more damage. It's not a matter of I think, she is, but how much more damage is she gonna
処刑
do?
の時間だ逃が
It's
す
between Bunny, Artori, and Nobunaga, so it's impossible to have a single hit same parts for her. Oh yeah?
ロック
Yeah, so both of those look cool. I am interested in getting Bunny Artoria, because of course she has the skill that kind of manipulates
清掃
cards.
終了メイド家業も悪くはない
That's one reason to want to get any servant, in my opinion. One good reason. Nobunaga, I love Nobunaga overall, but I can't. And I'm glad that I have both the welfare version of her and the 4-star Berserker version from Summer. But I guess I'll live if I don't get her Avenger
決めたよ
version.
お前は
It'll be cool
我
to
が
get her
城の
though.
影に溶けるしかなかろうこういうこともできる
Let's see, these numbers don't seem to be going down that quickly in KR actually, so I think I can actually kind of take my time.
恋のビートドラゴンスケートラッキュー
Only interested in Barney Artoria for next year? Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really even that interested in Bunny Artoria. I'm not sure who I'm really interested in for next year. I think I might really want the bird servant who's releasing in the New Year's. What's her name?
すぐに片付ける
She's a saber.
食べたアイスの数が
Anyway, she
多く
looks
はない
super cute and her NP looks really cute too. I might really want to get her. I might want to get QSH. Because, well, for reasons I've already stated. I'm not sure when Space Ishtar's coming out. I'm interested in her. Oh, and there's also... Oh, Kama! Kama's probably, among all the servants that are coming out in the future, Kama might be at the top of the list for me that I'd really want.
メイド家業も悪く
Yeah, the little bird girl. Ah, I forget her name. Yeah, Kama is also interesting, and she fulfills many niches because of her transformation. And she looks awesome. I definitely want to get her. But we'll see if the gacha gods will agree with me. First or third ascension for Kama, right? Yeah, I don't even know which ascension's which, but I know some of them are really, really good. And some of them are even better.
こういうこともできる
And I guess there's King Protea too, but I'm not that much of a Sakura person. It'd be pretty cool to get a servant that's that big though. Just having a super giant servant on your side. I figured towards the end of the year I'll check out some YouTube videos that people will post up on best banners, top 10 banners of 2021 in FGO NA or whatever, and yeah, just see what I like. The Virgin to Protect or the Generous version. Oh, I see. The version that you want to protect and take home, or what is it? It's like the version that you want to take home and the version who's gonna take you home. And yeah, you wouldn't mind it either way, right? Wouldn't mind getting taken home by her. Let's see. So like I was saying, I think I can afford to kill some time and prioritize AP instead of time. So I'm gonna try doing the 2.5 mil. I can do a lot of burst damage immediately, but it won't be enough, of course, to kill it in one shot. But I think I have enough to kill it in multiple shots. And I think being AP efficient here might be good. Use the silver. Let's see. I want to be more burst. I mean, that's about as good as it gets in terms of the burst damage, I would say. Just kind of want to have strong servants in the back in case if and when things go to shit. So maybe for now what I can try doing is, since it's a berserker, I can put in her and sacrifice some of this bonus, or actually I sacrificed this bonus for, yeah, fund, just in case things go to shit. Yeah, I can still use the macro for the first round. Try for your third time Jalter, and if you still have her, try Kama next, or Nobunaga, Artoria, and Summer Melt. Oh, there's Summer Melt too, right? And Summer Musashi. Like the summer servants are probably the ones that I'm probably most going for next year. But yeah, good luck on Jalter, man. I know Jalter is somebody that many people really love, and if you love her, more power to you. I hope you get her. Still have some Saint Quartz. Another bunny, a saber? A bunny saber? Oh, are you an Astolfo fan? Are you a... Because if you are, I think there's Saber Astolfo, right? Which again, if you are, I hope you the best of luck in getting him when he drops. But I'm personally not a Husbando fan, of course, so... I am really glad I have Astolfo on my NA account, though. He's such a good farmer as a rider. More a running gag with a friend. Oh, I see. Oh, so for this, I need to be careful with the macro because I can actually set up better... Okay, so I won't use the macro then if I'm not gonna one-shot. I guess I'll just do multi-shot. Or I won't use the macro, I'll do it manually, and that way I'll be able to control better. Okay, so we got this. Over the cooldown. I don't think she'll get her NP up, but yeah. That it was a waifu, and he was traumatized by the truth. Oh, I see. It's one of those. Yeah, unfortunately, what has been seen cannot be unseen sometimes, right? Yeah. It's That's why they call it a trap.
ご注文でしたら
I will say, yeah, like
ささやかな
there are good trap designs that I really like Venti. If Venti were a female, I would be, yeah. It's been 1 year since you trolled him, and he's still not over it. Okay, so maybe I still need a bit more damage before I should move on into this, because it's actually taking long, and it's like with Scotty, if I can burst him down in 1 turn, it works just fine, but if I can't, then it doesn't work for shit. So one thing I could also try here is using... Yeah, so I'm gonna try bringing a different team next time. That might be fun. Give him a Stolfo figurine on his birthday. Nice, that's a good troll move. Plus, he's getting a plushie, or a figurine. And who doesn't like figurines, right? So you can't complain. Okay, so without her being able to get that NP up again, so I'm thinking there's gonna be a full party wipe this turn, and MHXX should be able to handle the rest of this on her own. This one. Yeah, so MHXX is currently said to have a boost on her arts cards, so she's gonna do just fine here. That arts card should kill it. Oh no, it didn't. Oof, even with the crit it wasn't enough. Alright, so now I'm gonna try taking a different team that should be a little bit better built for sustain. Yeah, let's see if a team that I got another one of those. So that's nice. I don't think I can max limit break that quite yet. But let's see. When do I get the next damage bonuses? I'm gonna have to check that out. So I think, yeah, there's one at 650, one at 750, one at 850, and I'm at 601, so I'm gonna get another damage bonus soonish. Do I have a lot of Saint Quartz left? I do. I think I have over 600 on my Korean account right now, yeah. Actually, you know what? I feel like I wouldn't mind getting any of these servants. Let me spend a few tickets right now, just to see. I don't think I mind spending 5 pulls right now on a shot at some of these servants, because I would love to get NP2 Ibaraki Doji. Like that I would not mind at all. I like Ibaraki Doji a lot. She's a great servant, and she's cute as well, and just having her NP2 would be quite powerful. So no luck so far. Okay, that was a long lag, but that really doesn't mean anything. Especially since I haven't loaded any assets, yep. Oof, that was a very long lag, huh? When I saw the assassin, I thought, oh, maybe it could be, but nope. Just good old Jinke. Okay, so 5 pulls for not a whole lot, whatever. I guess that's more or less what I expected. Alright, so now I'm gonna try taking a team to the hardest one, but one that's more designed around sustain instead of burst in one shot. And I think that's gonna take... I'll take Scotty. And I'll take Waver, and I'll take her. Yeah. And so I don't have enough to max limit break that CE yet. I guess in the back, since it is a Berserker, could be another Berserker, or I could take good old Ku. I think my regular Ku is maxed out in Bond, so I'll take this Ku, who should do just okay surviving. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this should work. So the idea of this team is to do a quick burst initial damage, followed by having enough defense buffs to sustain for a few more turns and maybe get another NP off. And since this is arts based, this team's arts based, I think I can do it. I should put the Bond CE on Tamamo. So,
古きルーンどれにしようかな
if I can get Jalter with 450 Saint Quartz and 50 tickets, don't think I'll have more for January. Well, you'll have a good shot. I think you have about a 75% chance with that many pulls. That's about 200 pulls, and I think 100 pulls is about 50%. So, yeah. So best of luck to you, man. 70% or 75% in that range is, those are decent odds, you know? Nothing amazing, not guaranteed, or nothing close to guaranteed, obviously, but still pretty solid. Alright, let's see how much damage MHXX can do here in one shot. I chose MHXX because she has class advantage, obviously, in a defensive way that makes her useful for sustain, making sure she's not gonna die. That looked like a lot of damage. Ah, nope. That's still way less than... okay, so it's not enough. Yeah, never bet on you. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not really a betting man. I'm not gonna be betting, but it's, you know, it's nice to know that the odds are in your favor at least. That I used her because she's cute? No, not at all. I mean, she's alright, I guess, for a saber face. But I used her because she has class advantages and because I have her NP4. And it's rare to have an NP4 4-star servant. A gacha one, you know? So I figured she's worth using, but she's not strong enough. Okay, so I'm gonna do sustain. And I guess Waver might... Yeah, maybe Waver along with Double Scotty could be the right choice. Let me try that. Waver, Double Scotty with... And come on, you're not giving me any arts cards for MHXX? Yeah, Double Scotty with Waver, and for damage use Rider Maid Alter. The only 4-star MP4 is Emiya and Casgill. Alright, well those are pretty solid ones, right? Oh right, I also forgot I can use her skill to charge her MP. Let's see. Yeah, but those are both very good servants to have NP4 at least, right? Emiya more so maybe just because he's a more offensive servant, whereas Casgill is more supportive. But Casgill does have a very nice AoE NP that does good stuff against enemies. I think I have Emiya NP4 on my NA account, which is pretty convenient. It's pretty powerful. But I do generally prefer to use Nobunaga when it comes to AoE saber or AoE Buster archers. Well, they're common points. Never tried a banner where they were present. Oh yeah, they've always spooked you? It's funny how some servants are like that, right? I have Tamamoket NP5, NP6 actually. I got a rare prism out of her on my NA account despite never pulling for her. And NP4 Kirke on my Korean account despite never pulling for her. Caskill is so good for Art Servant and for every servant who have problem with generation of crits, right? Yeah, just because of the way crits work in the game. When he gives that 100% buff to crit drop, it just means everyone becomes a crit star generator. Everyone becomes a good crit star generator. Alright, so I take one more NP here, but this did not turn out to be any faster, which means I failed in my mission. And the reason it didn't turn out, one reason it didn't turn out any faster is that MHXX just doesn't have the damage output. And that's partly because without double Scotty backing her up, yeah, that's not gonna work. Asma 2, pop a lot in 110 roll. Very weird, but that's okay. Well, hey, that means you have NP2 at least Lancer Berserk. Yeah, Lancelot Berserker. I almost said Lancer Berserker. Who will be great for farming, you know? I only have him NP1, I think. On my Korean account, he was one of my very first 4 stars, so I thought I'd probably have him NP2 by now, but no, I only have him NP1 still. He could also certainly be a useful option for the 4-star ticket. But like I said, I'm probably gonna get a brand new servant with my 4-star ticket. Yeah, he's very strong. Yeah, and I guess one nice thing is he can clear a wave for you and then clear another wave with his crits. NP2 can do a lot of damage, right? In fact, NP2 is necessary to clear certain waves because him being a berserker with awful NP gain in general, even with double Scotty, he can need some help, and getting that extra NP level for the extra overkill damage can make a big difference. Alright. I'm gonna try this. There's Scotty. Let's see. So actually that's not... What are you doing with that C on her? Guess there's a lot of people who still have the prior. But that's not too big a deal. Let's see. Instead of that, can I put Mona Lisa on? No, I don't have the room. Instead of him... Well, I think I'll want Waver around for the sustain ability. Let's try that. If you've chosen the servant we will have with the SR ticket. No, so I haven't figured out exactly who I want. Yeah, like I said, on my NA account, I think I'm leaning towards Parvati because having an AoE Lancer who uses quick seems like a pretty good thing to have. But on my Korean account, I mean, Parvati could also be a good option as well, but I don't know right now if who I want to go with. Let's see. I'll try this. I might want to try getting, what's her name? The alter ego. I think it's an alter ego, or was it a berserker? Atalante. Was it berserker Atalante? I think it was. from the Russia chapter.
そういうこともできる。
Like she's definitely a consideration
ライトとりゃ
that I have. Quick AoE saber. Are there any quick AoE sabers? Is Deermud or is Deermud a single target saber? I don't know if there's this quick AoE saber. 1.1. No, that's alright, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking more and more that. Well, actually, since Waver doesn't provide as strong a buff as Liz does,
命令とも
I guess it makes sense that she's not doing as much damage as Maid Alter, but Maid Alter still would have done more damage, so I think. Oh, Nyalter, you got her last month. Very useful and better than expected. Okay, that's good to know. She has the 50% crit quick up for everyone in the party, and it's only one turn, but it's a pretty solid skill. So she's definitely under consideration because I don't have her in any of my accounts. But yeah, I'll have to cross that bridge when I get there. How about you? Have you thought about who you wanna get, Nat? Or maybe you've already chosen.
とりゃとりゃ
Thing is, since I've been playing since basically week 1, I have collected almost all the 4 stars in the game. Especially the non-story locked, what is it, exclusive ones, non-limited ones. Okay, so her damage output also just isn't enough.
とりゃ
Because once she loses the double Scotty buff, just the regular event buff for her quick just isn't strong enough. Yeah, and with Waver, sustain's not there, even with Waver. Well, for me, if I follow my head, choose another Zerkalot. If I followed Gamer Demon Archer, I mean, she's a great servant. What's her name? But yeah, I have her on my Korean account, actually, and I like her a lot. Tomoe, yeah, Tomoe Gozen. I like her a lot, even though she overlaps with Asagami Fujino a lot for my own uses. And I generally prefer to use Asagami Fujino because Fujino is more of a waifu. But yeah, I would say, you know, follow your heart. But that's always my recommendation when it comes to FGO. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can actually beat this at this rate. I have Ku, who has the damage buff on quick, so I'll have to rely on his quicks right now, basically. Yep. You really love her? Yes, her summer version, the swimsuit. Yeah, I want to get her so bad. But yeah, you know, every FGO summer servant, really, to some extent, is one I love. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to rely on Ku to basically clutch this out, but I'm kind of doubtful that he's gonna be able to do it. Yeah, this might not even be close at this rate. I don't know. I don't have enough quick cards on him. I wonder if I can get his NP up before he dies. He only has one more dodge left. Okay. Oh, I was mistaken. He had 2 left. But now he has none. Let's just try to build his NP. She'll be your top priority in 2 years? Yeah, nice. She'll definitely be up there. Yeah, I'm not sure who my top priority will be in 2 years. I know I'll be hoping for Summer Musashi next year. If I had the ability to stun, it might work, but yeah, this isn't gonna work. I think even if all of them crit, he's not gonna be able to kill it. Yeah, none of them critted. Ah, damn it. And he's gonna die here. Yeah. Okay. So maybe what I'll do is then I'll go back to the prior difficulty and just keep farming that until I have a few more damage point things. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not at all time locked, so I'm gonna bring in a strong sustain team against a berserker instead, and just take my time beating it instead of going for these burst damage teams. And if that's the case, if it's gonna be a berserker that I'm dealing with, then I guess I should go back to taking her with the arts buff. And it would be nice to take Waver, but I could also try bringing her along. Well, I really like Musashi, but her summer version, I'm more interested in that, and she looks weaker than her Saber version. Yeah, so I don't know how good she is in terms of gameplay, but I guess yeah, I never really considered that too much of a priority. And it is kind of weird that she has this America aesthetic on her swimsuit version. I'm not sure what the story is with that, but more power to her, I guess. So, but these two having class advantage should at least survive decently. I'm just worried about everyone else. Maybe in the back. I'll try bringing him along, see how he does. Giving him the Buster buff there. And I should be able to bring a Mona Lisa now. I rarely ever manually equip the Mona Lisa, so having a hard time finding it. Is it a favorited one? I might have actually marked it. There it is. Yeah, I'll only try to roll for her if I get Artorian Melt. Yeah, I mean, you should prioritize the servants that you really want, right? For me, I guess, yeah, Summer Melt, though. She's definitely a contender, but I think for between the Summer servants, Summer Musashi is the one I really want to go for. Okay, so let's give this one a shot. I think this has enough sustain and enough class advantage that I should be able to handle it. I am worried about the lack of burst damage though, because the burst is often responsible for doing a good chunk of that in it 2.5 mil. It's just that I'm really under no time constraint right now. So, or yeah, because it looks like the rate of the raid, it's gonna last at least a full day. So I'm gonna be able to spend all day tomorrow farming, so I'm not too worried about trying to do it too quickly. Should be better than last time, but we'll see. Yeah. Also, I'm a little surprised because I know Koreans can play pretty hard when it comes to farming, so I thought the Korean server might go even faster. But then now I'm realizing I should have expected this, because the raids in the Goetia chapter of the story, when we had the raids for all the demon pillars, Korea went the slowest. Yeah. Korea definitely went the slowest. People were joking that Korea's server would lose and die. Oh, it's got buff block. Of course, that didn't happen or anything, because the way the game is designed is that it automatically makes up kills for you, so that the count goes to 0 before the time goes out. Yeah, the raid for the God Pillar, right? So I guess it's just that Korean population is slow. And since this is not a Korean game like how it is in Japan, it's just not as popular in Korea. So that means I get to take my time when it comes to these raids, which is good. Because in NA, there was no time to just relax on those raids. They were gone in about a day, a little more than 24 hours, I think, but not much more. Right. So this guy's pretty annoying, I will say, as a boss. He's not just the pushover. Let's see, if I have Hokusai NP once more, or actually not once more, once at all, because she hasn't NP'd yet, and then have MH XX NP, I think I can make this work. Okay. Sad, even though that wastes her NP charge, and let's use this on her just because I'm pretty sure Scotty's gonna die. That's okay. Yeah, let's do that. It would have been nice if I could have used Scotty's NP because it has the nice defensive effect. But yeah, what I'm figuring is that I'll keep farming this way until I get enough damage buffs that I can kind of more consistently one-shot this way, or maybe not one-shot, but come close to one-shotting. And then I'll start, yeah, doing burst damage instead of this kind of sustain method. Let's see, I didn't spend a lore on him yet. I wonder if I will. I feel like he might be worth spending a lore on. Let's get her close to me. Nope. Let's do that. I think she will get enough NP gain anyway, even with the Buster starter, and that'll do more damage. Okay, there we go. So let's use the NP once more. Oof. Yeah, this guy's pretty tough. Yeah, I'll just ignore Hans. I think Hans is done for. And then I guess once Hans dies, what's that gonna do? I think that'll bring in, what's her name? Paul Bunyan. And that'll be nice, but and then after that will be Alter. Well, I think I'll have to depend on to do most of my damage from now on. Let's just use these buffs now. Yeah, without the NPs, I'm not doing enough damage. They'll put a day 1 version of Genshin Impact on PS5. Currently playing on PS4. We have space problems, they try to keep both. That's an interesting question, I wonder. Because, yeah, I don't play on PS4, obviously, I play on PC. But I know PS4 is basically, or PS5 is supposed to be fully backwards compatible with PS4. So will that work out?
超骨材な
Yeah, I hope they work something out. Makes it work.
この変チキめ
You do get that special wing because you play PS4, right? That's pretty sweet. They're not shy about advertising that maybe I could instead try bringing the standard Merlin, Mosh, and DPS team. That'll probably work just fine, now that I think about it. See, yeah, Coolter's gonna have to finish the job here, and I think he can, thanks to the damage CE. Yeah, not this round, but next round. Okay, yeah, I got this. Yeah, it's for these little reasons and exclusives that I never really was an Xbox fan. Oh yeah? I had an Xbox 360 way back when, because I wanted to get Gears of War. Good game and good system, but ever since then I've gone more towards the PlayStation side. I think PlayStation just tends to have more of the games that I really want. So I did think about playing Genshin Impact on PS4, but then when I learned that I can't transfer the account to my PC or my mobile, I decided I'd rather have the option of being able to play on my phone. And so I kept just on my PC as the account. Let's see. Yeah. You got 360 and the Xbox One for Halo. Yeah, I remember Xbox 360. That was back when Halo 3 came out, and I played the hell out of that game. I remember I got pretty good. Not professional good or anything like that, but pretty good. Solid. Solidly good. Had a lot of fun in ranked matches. So now I'm gonna try bringing Merlin with Mosh. And let's just make sure Mosh is in her good mode, not her bad mode. Yep, that's the one. And I think I can depend on Coolter to finish the job if it comes to it. For her. This is a CE I like on her. On Merlin, let's just give him straight defense. Let's try that. Basically going into it like it's a challenge quest, which it sort of is. Maybe if by the xCloud and the Game Pass, I could play Xbox game without an Xbox. Right, yeah, because Xbox has the whole cloud-based thing going on, right? Yeah, and I think it's possible to do it on the PS4 too. You can play PS4 games basically on the cloud through your PC without actually buying a PS4, I think. I think you might need a controller though, I'm not sure. But yeah, there aren't any exclusives on PS4 that really, or sorry, on Xbox that really interest me. That's why I only got a PS4 this generation. I don't have an Xbox or a Switch. Yeah, so I won't be able to buff her arts card all that much, but I might be able to cycle a little better here. It's just I really need her arts cards if I want to do damage. Alright, it's Bucklock. It's annoying. And they have now Bethesda. Oh right, Microsoft bought Bethesda, didn't they? That's a pretty big deal. And you're interested in Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah, that's definitely a big deal. I haven't played Elder Scrolls since 4, which I thought was quite a good game. But it's not a series that I'm interested in getting back into just because it's such a time sink. I feel like Genshin Impact is more than enough of a time sink for me. Heck, I think FGO is, to be honest, more than enough of a time sink for me. And FGO is not even really much of a time sink, a game. Let's see, let's take them to help protect. And I'm gonna use that arts chain. Yeah, let's make some start. And Merlin's gonna get his NP up next turn anyway, so no need to use the arts chain, and using the arts brave chain like this should allow her to do more damage. How much damage? 4/7, it's not that much. So yeah, I'm really gonna have to depend on sustain in order to do enough damage here. So Mosh protect. Is she supposed to? Right, so I'm gonna do this and use Mosh's NP now. It would have been nice if I had MHXX's arts card up so I could use an arts chain with her, but I think it's important right now to use Masha's defense buff. I must say, it's hard for me to. So, you know what I think I'll do? I'll just sacrifice AP and do some one turn. Yeah, one turn burst of the middle one, and get some more damage buffs. Cause, yeah, this is kind of. I'm not enjoying fighting like this. Even though this is probably the most efficient way for me to do it, given that I'm probably gonna have at least a few days of this raid remaining. For PS5, are you interested or be satisfied with the PC? I'm definitely interested in the PS5. I just don't know when I would be able to get it, because obviously it's not out yet, and the pre-order situation seems like a bit of a shit show from what I heard. But I'm not in a hurry to get it. Now, one thing is there aren't any new games for it that I'm really dying to get. And that's one reason why I'm not like dying to get it immediately anytime soon. But the PlayStation consoles have always had games that I really want. So I know I'm gonna want to get the PS5 at some point. Just a matter of time, I guess. And yeah, it's like 500. I don't know how much it's gonna cost. Maybe it's $500, $600. Who knows? With games and all that, it'll be, you know, way more. But I think it'll be worth it for someone like me who really enjoys games. So yeah. Replace MHXX with Jean forever. Yeah, so the Jean, Merlin, and Mosh team is one that I've certainly used at other times. And it'll out-survive any team, it's just that by the time you win, the game will be over. Like, they won't be making any more content for the game anymore because it just takes so damn long. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the middle one and just do some one-turn clears. I'm not that... Like, I have a good amount of gold apples anyway. And I know I'm gonna be earning more gold apples as I clear the ladder with points. So let's just use them. Save myself some annoyance and frustration. I remember hearing about some people when King Protea came out that there's some quest where where the amount of damage you do just keeps going up. So they built teams that were designed to survive without doing damage, so that by like you could survive to like turn 1,000 or something, and then you could suddenly do just some crazy insane amount of damage in one shot. That seemed pretty cool. I don't have the patience to do anything like that. The closest thing to that I did was the ghosts in Kara no Kyokai, doing a solo with Da Vinci, which was pretty fun. I will admit I had fun, even though it took 4 hours of just constant grinding and coming pretty close to dying more often than I would like. But I'm pretty proud of the fact that I managed to stick it out all the way through to that. Even if it's kind of a dumb challenge. 357. Well, for day one, you have Spider-Man Miles Morales, Demon Souls Remake. Oh. Well, those are both games that I'd be interested in. I haven't played any of the Spider-Man games, but I've heard they're excellent. And Demon Soul Remake, yeah, I'd be interested in that because I loved Bloodborne, but I haven't played any Demon Souls or Dark Souls games. The only other Souls type game that I played was a game that was not made by that company. I've played Neo, which I thought was also a very good game. But I didn't find it interesting enough to play Neo 2 though. I guess I didn't like the grind of that game. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Both of those games are ones that I'd be interested in. Spider-Man Miles Morales and Demon Souls. Haha. Managed to survive the NP. But this is taking a while, and it's a good thing there's no turn limit. One more NP and it should be good, but because his NP drains your own NP, I've been having trouble NPing. And frustratingly, they're not giving me the arts cards for MHXX. Next turn, I'm gonna have a bunch of her arts cards. I'd like to rewatch Kara no Kyokai, but don't have time for it. Maybe you will if you stop coming here. Hey, maybe we could do a live watch together or something. I'd be into watching Kara no Kyokai again. It's been a while since I've watched it. In fact, I think the last time I watched it was during the rerun in NA. Those are good movies. Or at least some of them are. I'm a big fan of the 5th movie in particular. The 5th movie is a great standalone movie in my opinion. You don't need to watch any other one to do it. One to really enjoy it in my opinion. Okay, so the Brave Chain's not gonna be enough, but I remember back when those movies were coming out, they came out like year plus apart, and I remember each time a new movie came out, I would make it kind of a routine so that I would shut off everything else and just sit for 2 hours in the dark watching this and just paying attention to that movie alone. I don't really do that anymore. Now I'm doing so many other things whenever I watch stuff. You still have your PS4, there's Bloodborne, which is excellent. Dark Souls like. Right, yeah. I've played so many hours of Bloodborne, it's not even funny. I've played, yeah, I love that game. I've played at least 300 hours of it, I think. Such a great game. And actually, it was a streamer named Tolomeo who who used to play Bloodborne on Twitch that kind of got me more into Twitch way back when, before I started streaming at all. Alright, I shouldn't do a repeat of this. I'm gonna do some one-shots. Let's see. Let's see how well, because I think I got another damage buff. Let's see if my Summer... What's her name? Yeah, Summer Fran can do this. Let's use Liz. Liz is just such a great support in this event. Well, we'll probably have a Bloodborne 2 on PS5. Question is when. I really, really hope you're right. I really, really want for there to be another Bloodborne. It is, yeah, the story, the gameplay, just the world, everything about it. One of the most perfect games I've ever played, I will say. So, and I do know that From Software, they signed a deal with Sony, and that's why Bloodborne was exclusive to PS4, but I don't know how that's gonna work with if there's a potential for another Bloodborne on PS5 that's exclusive to PS5, which I guess I wouldn't mind, even though I'm not generally a huge fan of there being too many exclusives. But you know, Bloodborne, I don't care how really it appears. If there's another Bloodborne, I want it, and I want another Bloodborne to happen. Have I watched Demon Soul PS5 trailer? No, I haven't yet. Yeah, that's something I could probably enjoy checking out. Alright, so I'm gonna try seeing how much damage Summer Fran can do. Because I really like Summer Fran. And it would be nice to use her if possible, but it might be the case I just need to rely on my Summer maid alter because she does have the benefit of being level 90 NP3, and that's why she can just put out that as much damage as she does. Alright, let's see if with the extra damage buff, Summer Fran can do this. Please don't suffer after Elden Ring go to Bloodborne too. Yeah, I hope so. Okay, so now she has barely enough. She has barely enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. How many points do I have there? Oh, okay. One more and we'll get an attack buff. Let's see, I'm gonna record a macro for this now. Although it might work. The same one for maid alter might work. Yeah, because it's the same button. Although, oh no, it's not gonna work because she's gonna press that first button, which causes the Fran to lose her NP charge. It only works when she has at least 10% NP, but when she has 100% NP and I use it, it's gonna drain her NP down to 90, so it's not gonna work. How can Moriarty let his daughter have such a lewd outfit? Hey, it's just bandages, you know? Nothing lewd about bandages. And it's covering up all the right spots. Don't ruin this. Let her keep doing it. I don't mind, do you? Yeah, I do love Summer Friend quite a bit though. Just her outfit. I am so very glad that I got her NP2.
チャージコンプリート電撃必中ビリビリの突貫かやだプラズマブレイダー
Need more Moriarty Fran moment. Yeah, there's some good like fan art and stuff that I've definitely seen. I find it very cute. Ooh, nice bullets. I need more bullets for Summer Ibaraki Doji. Right, got another damage buff. Yeah. So what I think I'll probably do is, for tonight then, is I'll do enough farming to get up to the next damage buff. And then call it a stream, because... Or actually, you know what? And then I'll go back to Genshin Impact and burn some more AP, because I think I'll have 20 AP to burn by then. And then I'll call it a stream. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And let me try recording now.
恋のビートはドラゴンスケープラッキュー
古きルー
I wonder if I should use lore on Elizabeth's second skill. That'll definitely make a difference, but... And that was not the right combination that I wanted to use. That'll make a bit of a difference, but it won't make that big of a difference, of course. But every little bit that you can eke out in terms of damage can help. Okay, so just actually gonna delete that macro. I'm gonna try recording it again.
電撃必中ビリビリの突貫かやだプラズマブレイダー
Yeah. I think I'll also play a bit of Genshin before I go to bed. Still have a free 30-minute tomorrow. A lot of things to do. Yeah. No rest for the weary, right? Always a lot of things to do. I've been kind of lucky recently that work hasn't been too busy. And that's coincided with the Genshin Impact coming out that has kept me more busy in streams, because I usually don't stream this often, but I have enjoyed streaming more often because of Genshin. You know, Genshin's a really fun game.
恋のビートはドラゴンスケープ
I am hoping to just get my stream schedule, get a stream schedule really stabilized, because I've never actually streamed on a schedule before. But I think with something like Genshin, and me being able to stream maybe about an hour a day for that game, I think that I can make that work somehow. Yeah, now that I think about it, Tuesday evenings might be a good one to add for the future. Okay, so I think I have the one that's red, KR, raid,
電撃
friend,
必中ビリビリの突貫か
and
やだプラズマブレイダー
let's try creating this combination.
何か踏んでしまったかな
Alright, so I think I can use this macro now. And I should have to... Yeah, I shouldn't have to run this too many more times to get the next... All my friends are less than level 20 on Genshin, don't have free time to... Yeah, so Yeah, that's the thing. I remember I felt like I had to grind really hard to get to 20 within like a few days. Turns out it wasn't necessary, but I didn't mind. It was fun anyway. And you see all these people at level rank 40 or 50 or whatever, and that's kind of nuts. In realizing just how many more hours that you need in order to do that. Wonder if the stream will be okay next time. Yeah, we'll see. I plan to check the VOD afterwards and see if there's anything going on. Like I said, when I checked the video in the middle of the stream, the video seemed to be fine, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, one thing I might do next time actually is try testing out the stream beforehand a little earlier and see if I can figure anything out. But yeah, thanks again, Nat, for letting me know about whatever issue that you were seeing. I do wonder if it might be a Twitch thing. That's definitely a possibility, because I know that recently I have had some technical issues with Twitch at times. But I don't know if it's that manifesting or if it's just some issue specific to me. Or it could be Restream, because I use an app or an online service called Restream to stream both to Twitch and to YouTube. And it seems that the Restream is reporting things as working properly, but maybe it's not. A lot of different possibilities here. And unfortunately, I'm not enough of a tech person to really know. And even if I were, I guess I wouldn't have access to the underlying internet stuff anyway. Yep, majority of players here above 40 or less than 20. Yeah, I think that's often how it works out, right? You have lots of newbies and also a few like super hardcore players who are more visible because they're the ones who are playing the game a lot more. They're the ones who are streaming a lot. They're the ones who are talking about the game a lot more than everyone else. So you hear about all these people with the rank 40 and even more. And I guess they're the people who are complaining about the lack of content, right? That content is gated behind resin. I guess I'm more used to, or right now I'm starting to run into lack of content, I guess. But right for now, I'm not running into having to use resin. Nice, Klee gave another 200 gems. Yeah, it seems they're really doing this whole Klee giving us stuff every day of the week thing. I guess that's one way to make us like her more, so we spend money to pull for her. Or something like that. So this is Anti-Dragon. I think we play this game too much too. Yeah, probably, definitely. You know, it's like games are fun, but a gacha game like Genshin Impact or FGO, they're kind of designed to take your time and money, or maybe more so money, but they're designed to make you really think about the game and really invest in the game in a way that I think isn't necessarily healthy. It's like there are more important things in life than video games, right? There are things that adults would probably be better off concentrating on. But I think it's also manageable, you know? It's like you can have your entertainment, and as long as you can keep it controlled, you know? Like I would never recommend FGO or Genshin Impact to somebody who has a gambling addiction, right? Or somebody who I know has a personality that would lead them to a gambling addiction. I'm comfortable playing both FGO and Genshin Impact because I'm pretty confident in my ability to control myself from spending money. Oh, you have 1200 gems saved for next time? Nice, that's what, like 75 pulls? Something like that? It's a good amount. Or sorry, not 75, 30. Yeah, I was doing the math completely wrong. 30 pulls. Still a good amount. No, it's more like 75. I did it right the first time. Shit. So it's 160 per pull, right? So 1600 is 10 pulls. No, so that's like 7.5 pulls. That's what it is. I had it a 1 order of magnitude off. That's about 7.5 pulls. Haha, math. Yeah, I'm pretty good at math as long as I don't have to do it in my head. I'll say that. More frustrating than FGO. This can destroy some people. Yeah, that's why my approach to the gacha is just never expect anything. Never, especially 5 stars. 4 stars, I feel like with enough Saint Quartz, if I have like, 600 or 800 Saint Quartz, I feel pretty confident I'll get the 4 star at least once. But a 5 star? No. I'm never betting on a 5 star. Not with the rates this game has. Even when they increase the rate to 0.8% for the rate up 5 star, you're still locked at that 1% rate for any 5 star, right? So the odds are just too bad. And I really want an event CE drop. Ah, still haven't gotten an event CE drop. I'm looking for that rainbow flash every time that demon dies. Right, give me a Scotty with preferably a Mona Lisa. But that works too. Yeah, so I think tomorrow, assuming in the Korean servers they don't turn on the auto kill to make the kill just go down really quickly, I guess tomorrow I'll be farming the raids just like all day while I'm at home during work. That is the nice thing about working from home nowadays. One nice thing. Being able to play FGO or do these events when time is a factor. Because, yeah, I really don't know when this raid is going to go away, but at the current rate, let's see, it's about an hour and a half, and the total number of kills, let's give it a good overestimate and say that it was 30,000 kills in 90 minutes. That would be 333 kills per minute. Should be 20,000 kills per hour. And if we divide, 14... Is it 14 million kills, was it? That would take 700 hours if it was 14 million kills. And we don't have 700 hours in this event. I think one more run will have me getting the next damage buff. And like I said, I'll move on to Genshin after that. I was very pissed off when I didn't get Jalter last year. Didn't get nothing for 3 months. Try to be optimistic. Yeah, good luck, man. I really mean it, because it can really suck in FGO, because it's just so merciless. And if you really like a character, yeah, it can really suck. And I understand how pissed off you would feel, just especially if you spent money on it, just not getting her. But even if you didn't spend any money on it, right? It's still shitty not getting the servant that you want. Yeah. I'm happy enough not having Jalter, I guess, but if I didn't have Shiki, yeah, I certainly would not be enjoying the game nearly as much. Alright, so that's another damage buff that I got. Nice, so I guess I'll stop FGO for now. And I'll move on to Genshin Impact. Let's see. I appreciate how they don't tell you your full email address in that thing. It's almost as if they expect you to stream, so that it doesn't have the yeah, you don't end up broadcasting your contact info accidentally to everyone. Okay. Oh shit, the control thing's not working. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. I'm not really gonna be playing much right now anyway, but yeah, I do have enough resin. I'm just gonna do a simple ley line. For whatever reason, my mouse control thing. See, I have one of those mouses that mice. Oh, actually, it is working, isn't it? Yeah, it is working. Great. I have one of those mice that has 12 thumb buttons that I like to use for Genshin Impact. But of course, the button mappings I change around depending on the application. But Logitech's application for switching the buttons around is really shitty, so it has a lot of inconsistencies. Oh, here. Okay, that was easy. I didn't even need to kill these guys, but might as well. Finish mask. Let's go to that ley line. And by using up the resin, I'll also be able to get the daily quest complete, so that'll be nice. Okay. Alright, these guys should be fairly easy. I am thinking back about the Oceanid again, just trying to think, how can I beat that guy? Because I do want to beat him. I need to get that material for Barbara. But I guess, like I said earlier in the stream, maybe the best thing I can do is just do more research online and see if there's some videos I can check out that give me instructions. Ah. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this magician dude. That guy's super annoying. Okay, just 2 more bad guys left. Which means at least one of these bad guys was just a random spawn in the map. He wasn't an actual enemy from this ley line. Alright, got it. Used up the resin now. Ooh, and I'm very close to another AR. Actually, I think I mislabeled my Twitch stream as AR32 instead of properly like 31. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, so she's now at level 50. I'll need to defeat more fire dudes. But that should be handleable. The fire dudes weren't too tough in my... The fire elite, the pyrocry... whatever. Something vine. I think was handleable. Alright, now that I've burned my resin, I'm gonna go to the to here, and I guess I'll start by buying some stuff from the shop. And I'll send some folks on expeditions. I'll also start crafting some ingredients, I guess. And since these are just sold at general goods shops, I like to buy a lot of them when I can. And a way to beat this water spirit, I'll tell you. Yeah, right. You have, I mean, yeah, you have some electricity folks, right? That should be pretty useful. You said you have a lot of electro characters. But yeah, good luck with that, and yeah, I'll keep an eye out, and I'll make sure to let you know if I find some video or some trick or secret that seems like it'll be very useful for beating that boss. Cause yeah, that shit's pretty annoying. I'll not gonna lie. Alright, let's send some folks out on expeditions. To Liu, let's see, tomorrow. 20 hours from now is 17. Yeah, I can do 20 hours for Chongyun. And the others, let's just do 12 hours. Xiangling. I think I want more rocks. Let's send Kaya and... Oh, I can send one more. In which case, let's send Sucrose. Oh, also, before I leave, let's just check here. Yep. Got it. A couple of those. Alright, so I guess that's it for my stream today. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think Tuesday nights I could make this a regular thing starting at like 6. Go for 3 hours like this. That was a pretty fun stream. I got to do both FGO and Genshin Impact. Yeah, so made some progress. I wish I could have handled the water boss, but at least I did kill the fire boss at the beginning of the stream, so that was good. So yeah, thanks for coming by, Nat. I do a lot of damage, it's okay. Less than a minute, destroyed 40%. Wow! But it was almost dead. I see. So for you, it's might be more to do with figuring out how to do damage without getting damaged. Alright, well yeah, good luck with all that on your own adventure, and hope I can figure something out as well. Maybe tomorrow I will. Anyway, thanks again for coming by, and good night, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.